So I set it to Zeana and Lathabo right here. And
Yep,
let's
it
go.
is.
Alright. Let's do it. 2-5 is set it already. Nice. And let's get this.
Only the Lockwood's pair has the dice set wrong. So
Oh,
everything else more or less correct. Okay, so you wanted to play Zeana. Okay.
yes.
You want to roll who goes first?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you rolled 1.
Oh, wow.
Okay, there's a 5, so I will go first. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle. Shuffle.
It's really important to shuffle. If you forget that, the decks are always in the same order. Okay, I don't like my hands, so I'm gonna redraw it once.
Okay.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I like mine. I'm keeping it.
I don't like this one either, so I'm gonna draw second time, but you will get an extra card because I do this.
I thought it's only
twice.
third time. The second time I get an extra card? Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'll take one.
Yeah, that's maximum. Like first is free, the second one gives up bonus
Okay.
one card.
For
And
only one free.
after what, yeah. And after that, it's basically you can do it.
Good to know. Me and Drabs are doing 3s. 2 frees. That's
Yeah,
not
well, if you are just playtesting stuff or having fun, it doesn't really matter. But
True.
the official rules are like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I don't get to use and reduce any abilities, so I'm just gonna put resources here, and I don't get any cards.
Alright.
First turn either.
Right.
Let's see. I'm gonna produce generic on the Raxius,
Alright.
which means I get one more. And gonna put fun food here. And I will play search algorithm card, which lets me put a card on top of my deck without telling you what it is. As long as I find it. Okay, there it is. So I'm just gonna put the rest of my cards here.
Alright.
So Drops probably told you, but it's a good idea to put your hand on the field face down when you do deck searches, so your opponent sees you aren't kind of like jinxing the cards.
Okay.
Okay. Really interesting starting hand. Okay, I'm gonna play Agent Cersei Y, replacing one generic with an equipment, so I will be getting Toondle immediately. And I will attack with Sarah, since first turn player can attack and hit your opponent's freezes center for 20 damage.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Alright. Alright. Draw a card.
Yep.
Get my resources.
You first reduce timers though, so don't forget your leader timers.
Yeah. I like to go this way to get the thing. Do it after I get the resource.
And there is an official turn order because all the abilities of cards activate during the reduction phase before.
So you have to.
You kind of have to do it.
Have to do it before. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And if
it has some significance, it has some significance in some situations. For example,
you have to either choose to activate or not activate it. Like
none of these
before
are
you
ready
research.
yet.
But okay, good to know. Thank you. Or food or that. Let me get food.
Well, you can choose not to activate the abilities, but the cooldowns will always be reduced, and all the cards will also be flipping and so on. So it's always all the forces return, and where those are removed, then you draw a card, then you reduce timers, then you produce resources, then you play cards and do battle.
Okay. So now produce resource, I get to. Okay. I want to play. Network resource. This over. Got a 1 turn on that. I'm gonna put food. finish. It's also a 1 turn. This call. So 1. Make sure. Yeah. That 1 turn. And I'm done. Your turn.
Okay, gonna draw a card, which is the one that I put on top. Reducing timers, so this one goes to 4, and Lathabo's first ability is 1, so it just plays, and I get to steal 1 resource or produce a
Yes.
generic, so I will steal power,
All right.
and I will put it in Lathabo. This one, by the way, should have flipped earlier. I just forgot that.
Right.
Then I'm gonna produce some stuff. Let's put the food here. The generic again here, so 1 moral, double fuel, and double equipment. Then I'm gonna play a card. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And this one is 3. And then I will just hit your pawns again with Agent Zeana and my turn.
All right. Another 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got a really unique starting.
Draw a card. Let's see, what's my ability? Gain 1 intel. You loses 1 morale. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I lose 1 moral, so I'll go down to 80.
I get 1 intel. This goes to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now get my resource or flip these cards.
Territory.
Okay.
Your field card flips.
Field card flips.
Mm-hmm. And all the effect activates, so this one gets resources immediately as well.
Okay. These over.
The cards don't always snap on the bank, so it's a good idea to pay some extra care on them.
Oh, when it turns gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2 turns, I get that right away. Nice.
Yep. But no 8 unit or territory double produces unless card allows it. So even though your production phase is after this, it doesn't produce this turn. But next turn it will produce during the production phase.
Okay.
This is just how the mechanics work. That once cards enter the play, all the abilities activate immediately. That also includes the resource production. It might be simpler to just do it on the production phase always, but I think it's a good idea to know how the mechanics in our work and try to play as it kind of normally goes out. Okay, you got all your leader killer cards out the field already.
Mm-hmm. Now I get to play some cards.
Yep. This makes sense. These both are ended mechanics, so if I were to be compromised, either of those 2 cards can just finish me off.
Wow. Let me draw right there. 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oh, dang it.
Okay, I remember what my last card was, so I'm gonna just do this the easy way around. I'm just gonna put my own cards on the field.
I draw too many cards. So how do I?
Yeah. If you remember what was your rightmost card, you can easily just return what you had here. We can also, if you don't remember that, we can try to count how many cards you should have left. Since you started with 8 plus 1, so you have 9. You have played 3 cards, that's 6, and you drew 1.
I drew
so
24.
you should have 7 cards in your hand.
I drew 24.
So 7. Yeah. So 7 leftmost cards are the ones that are yours, and the rest should go back to the deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm. And just put the rest back on the deck and shuffle it. So since it's really easy to pick the deal option instead of draw, it's always a good idea to remember what is your rightmost card. If you remember that, it doesn't matter how many you draw. You just find the card and you just put it back.
All right.
Yeah, and then you can do the field resource draw. Okay, it seems you definitely have the resource replacement mechanics handled, so that's a good thing. That's usually the hardest part for most people.
Pay 2, 3. Okay, this one. 2 electricals. Oh dang, don't have it. I did not draw. I drew 1. I wanted to draw 3.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was
Sorry.
counting that. Did I mislook that? Because it seems like you didn't draw as much as you
Okay,
should.
now I drew.
So I'm double checking, like, wait, did I count it wrong or did I count it right?
A specific card in arsenal putting it. Okay, I want to play this. This one. Alright, I get to find a specific card in my arsenal. So I need to first put all my current card down so I can.
Yep, and you don't have to show that card, so it will stay a mystery for me.
How did I?
Before that, I'm just gonna put these off because all the cards that are single use will immediately be moved to the discard pile once they resolve. It also reduces the confusion on the field if you play multiple cards at once. So once you get the hang of the game, it's totally fine to let's say I'm gonna play 3 8 units and just slap 3 piles of resources, slap the card top of that, because it's easy to understand. But once you are doing like mechanical searches and stuff, they should be done in order, more or less.
How did I get more cards in my hand? I don't know what to do. Did I just drew? It doesn't make any sense. 51, 46. I think I just drew more cards in my hands. Did I?
You got 2 on the field as well, and you got 7. You had 10 cards. You have played 1, and you have 2 on the field. So your card count is correct. Just put the remaining cards on the field. You had 10 cards. You played 1, so you should have 9. 7 on the hand, 2 on the field. That's 9.
Okay. Oh wait, it came back. It's weird. I think it's just the UI bug, a UI thing.
Yeah, and there is glitch on the ability that if you put cards face down in your hand and put them on the field, it occasionally draws the same hand to your hand, but it's just like illusionary images. It just means you lagged and the cards aren't actually on the field. Your opponent doesn't see them. So you just play them again on the field and they just vanish. It happens to me quite a lot.
Okay. Attach this to it. Attach value to even one of these one more round. Alright, I'm gonna do. Wow. I'm gonna take this. I don't have to show you.
Yeah, you don't have to show it. If it doesn't mention a card type, let's say a soldier card, then you don't have to show it. But in the cases where it mentions a card type, you have to show it because you could technically take any card and just, pretend it's a soldier force, let's say.
Right. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Just gonna shuffle. Take all my cards.
Okay. And I just remove this, which you played.
Okay, and I already played these, right? These are done.
So they go the resource back and the optimized outcome gets moved to discard.
Okay, and I think that's it for me. Now I should be able to attack.
Yep. Did you have 2
30.
forces?
So I have 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attack your. Let's see. Do I have a double? Oh yeah, we want to go for this one right here. The ocean oil platforms. Start doing that.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right. Remember to
Oh yeah.
flip your cards towards you so they're unable to block. All right, and before I start my turn, doing things in order now, I will flip my forces, and then I will draw a card.
Okay.
Go and reduce timers. I will use the pirate ability, and since you conveniently have a fuel here, I'm going to steal it.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one goes to 2, and I will get some resources. Say I'm going to produce Jack here again, and get one more. Double fuel and double equipment. Then I will play another Agent Zeana and get 2 Indel. These here. And then, since you were kind enough to not leave any blockers, I will hit your pawns with 2 of these Zeanas, and you take 40 damage.
All right. And this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's your turn.
All right.
As I said, I have a really unique hand.
Hmm.
Usually there are a lot more forces on that Lathabo stick. But that's the problem when you are doing the third, well, the second mulligan. It's a bit risky. You kind of get left with what you get.
That one goes to 2. All right, then my no activation cards. This produces 2 per turn. Resource time.
Mm-hmm. Also, do remember to flip your forces ready, so they are
Oh
able
yeah.
to attack. But it doesn't matter if you do it a bit later, since there are no mechanics that actually affect that yet, as far as I know.
Okay. Electricals. I want to get this out as soon as possible. Sheesh. All right. All right. I want to play this. Are you gonna give me 2
Okay.
resources, or
Yeah, just pay the cost first.
yeah?
Okay, blackmail. I either get you 2 resources or I decline and I will lose 3 moral. Let's see, my moral situation is pretty good, but so is my resource situation. I will decline and take the hit tomorrow.
Okay.
-3.
All right. Hmm. Let's play. I maybe one more. Yeah. No. Let's just go ahead. Your turn. I'm done.
You don't attack with this 2.
Oh, attack. Okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to, just asking.
Yeah, I do. Take 40 off that oil field. Keep going.
Okay. We are like breaking the record of slow burn here. Neither was one has big hitters on the field. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Reducing timers.
Hey, Dyros.
Can I use the pirate ability? I think taking equipment now would hurt you most. Then I will just produce. Oh wait, not gonna produce generic. I'm gonna produce power this time around. This one. I've got to reduce this by one. By the way, this one is going to reduce equipment, and this gets to fuel, and this gets to equipment. And now I'm gonna build my game up. I'm gonna play one power and one of the stolen powers and play Ravage. Lets me draw 4 cards. Getting back into the game at last. Alright. There we go. Then I will play. That can be so many things. Okay. Can I use this, and do these? I have face down. And then I will use 1 and 2 and play another face down. That one is a bit risky. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyways. 1,
Wow.
2,
Here are the
3,
forces.
I'm gonna play face down. Yeah, I didn't draw any forces on my starting hand, so except, well, you'll see soon. Then I'm just gonna continue withering down your pawns, so I'm just gonna hit these 2 on pawns and minus 40. And it's your turn. It's 20, so 40 damage to pawns.
40 to pawns. Oh, I can block.
Oh wait, yeah, you can block since you attack with the other one.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You going for pawns? Okay, 40.
Yep.
All right. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's over. Counter. Let's see. Condemn. Gain 1 intel. You lose 1 morale. Okay.
Okay, minus 1 morale.
Get 1 intel. Activate my cards.
Ooh, Lorenzo, that's 1 minus morale to me immediately as well. Okay, I don't like how low my morale is going. Might end up regretting taking that 1 power last turn. Since I haven't seen you put any spy submarines or planes on the field, so you probably got something else. I don't see any barriers.
Do I get my electricity and intel right now?
Yep, the same thing as with the resource silo. Once the card enters the play, it immediately applies all effects, starting from the top down, so you get both power and 1 intel.
Okay. Get 2 resources over here. Starting to heat up. Battlefield's getting there.
I don't like the fact that you got 10 cards in your hand and you haven't played any forces. I know that deck has a lot of direct moral hitter cards. Some of them are the type I kinda can't afford to let you use in this situation. Should have paid that price earlier.
Alright, now I get to play my cards. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, here we go. So we're gonna put this one for direct morale hit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna regret not paying the ransom now. Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's see how much you got left. Got 12.
Your ability hits for 9, so
let's hit another one.
Okay, so down to 10.
Direct hit. Let's see what else I got. Too few. And a generic. Okay, let's put this one.
You do have the 1 power as well.
I still have 1 power. Oh, okay. 1 power.
Power.
Okay, I'll play this one. So, a generic. Let's put 2 of these here. I'll have to. And see, I have another one. You can take that. And a gear. Should I use it before he? Do I have it though? No, I don't. All right, I'm done. Your turn.
King control cards.
The player can get 30-ish. Yeah.
Something I want. Yeah, this is gonna be
Oh,
close.
shoot! I didn't attack, but that's okay. I can use it to block next time.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna be stealing. Which one should I take? You haven't been using fuel cards much. I'm gonna steal equipment. This one flips. It's a Ghost Manta. You don't have any Navy units though, so the pickup doesn't do anything. But it's a nifty stealth unit to have.
Yeah.
This one flips over, so some extra Navy forces again. This one flips over, and now we get the interesting stuff. Kraken has an ability called Seek, which means that none of your units have stealth now on, as long as the Kraken is on the field. And as you read earlier, Botfly has a clause that says that if this loses stealth, it's eliminated. So your Botfly immediately gets eliminated. Also, your Rico Whittle also loses stealth, which means that everything that is land units can basically just block it now.
Okay. It's okay. They're just.
And this one flips.
They're just ants. Dude, navies. Do I have any anti-navy? I think it's the other one that has the anti-navy.
You do have a lot of control cards, especially the ones without stealth. So I believe you can steal if you want to. Depends what you have in hand. But all right, I'm gonna produce stuff first. So I'm just gonna put some equipment here. I'm really close getting compromised by moral. Let's see. It has got an idea that is really interesting. So I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna produce power. I will regret that later probably, but I'm gonna take it anyways. Okay, because here's fun thing. I'm gonna use 1 power and 1 equipment and fuel as check and play restored vehicle, which can be used in your discard power as well. Let me find a discarded army, navy, or air force with a turn cost less than 2. Show it and put with my legion. Now here's the thing. This card here is an air force drone, so I can take it, put it face down on my legion, and since I don't pay cost since I used an ability on it, but it still has the preparation time of 1. And the Seek effect, which eliminates stealth, only affects you. It doesn't affect me. So this card will not be eliminated if it's placed on my side of the field.
Okay. So I took my drone.
Yeah, I took your drone. Because you have that nasty little Rico, and I need something to block it with.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay, and let's count some damages. You don't have any navy forces, so I'm just gonna go ham on you here. Just gonna slap these 2 here, and then you do have
170. He's done, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I have to assign all my forces, so I can like tipsy-toosy them 1 by 1. So
okay.
I'm just gonna assign what I will assign. I'm gonna do this as well, and that's a total of 380. So that's also gonna And I will leave the device up just for funsies. I don't know if you... Well, you can't attack if you use only the ability, so I just probably attack with them, but I don't want to lose them. Oh wait, Rico can't actually block them since it doesn't have stall. But I already assigned my forces, so I won't be able to attack with them anyway, since I can't, like, do take backsies as an assignment. Just remember to reduce the moral cost for these two cards, which should be 6 for this one and 8 for this one, so a total of 14.
14.
Okay, and it's your turn.
All right. Got 10. All right. This is okay. Might. It's a naval. He might launch some nukes from there. Dude, their naval force is strong. All right.
Yeah, they are really strong,
Let me,
but they take a good time to be ready.
all right. I'm gonna put this weather out here right now.
Okay, freeze lasting blizzards, so I can't attack or block neither can you, by the way. Do remember that you forgot to reduce your timers, you forgot to flip your force, and you forgot to produce your resources, so you skip the play phase right away.
So that's right.
So, but it's a casual game, so just feel free to do those. But it's good thing to try to remember the order because it matters quite a bit.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, I presume that means you use your ability, so I lose 9 moral.
Yes.
But you are unable to attack. I'm 1 from being compromised, and I think you can do the scandal continuing next turn as well. Okay.
I'm gonna flip this one over.
Yep. Ooh, another. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm compromised. That's a good one.
Another
yeah,
morale.
I should have taken that 1 power. Yep.
Put this back.
But the upside is that I got plenty of land units, so I can at least stall against Rico Whittle from ending me. If this one attacks, I'm more or less done, but I got some blockers.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and now you just remember your resources. You still got those. So.
All right, let me get my resources.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get my intel and my electricity.
Yeah, and you get the intel from both, so that's 2. I personally like to put the resource units once they're revealed close to the resource bank, so I don't forget them. Since I'm always constantly moving my cursor over them, I'm paying attention to them. So, but if this works for you, just feel free to do it. There's no rules against or for it, so it's just something I like to do. Okay, yeah, MATLAB everything will be automated like Blitz. Yeah, standard will be fully automated once they finish it, but they will first do the Blitz, and then they will do ally staking, and then we'll get to work on the standard. So I presume it will probably take the next year until it's on open beta, at least. They might do some community playtesting on that format. Okay, yep, pretty much. You can steal any unit that doesn't have stealth, and also soldier force. So yep, you can steal that one, and this one attached to it. It's an attachment because it has a conditional thing. If I eliminate it, I will lose moral. Also, fun thing, mechanically, every unit that is stolen with abilities, let's say that brainwash, are considered eliminated and they end the game new. So if you would, as an example, steal this one, which you can't do because it has stealth, it would enter on your field and it would play the pick-off mechanic because it enters new in your side of field. Which is pretty interesting. The same way, if I would steal this one, it will consider to be eliminated, and the brainwashes mechanic, which activates on card being eliminated, would be activated.
Damn. How do I get through that Kraken and this stealth? 80.
Yeah, and that's the problem with this matchup. There are ways, but you need to know them.
There must be a way. There's gotta be a way. So even if you go negative morale, you still just compromise, right? I just need to find some way to get that leader.
Once moral is 0, it cannot increase, and it can't go past 0. It just stays 0. But the upside is that if you have anything that puts an option for me to, let's say, like, don't attack me or pay moral cost, I can just choose to pay the moral cost because I don't lose anything. Okay, you get to pick a card on my hand and just destroy it. And see, I also had the illusionary effect, so I have to put the cards back like this, so my hand is fixed. You can also fix it by refresh, by the way.
Okay. Let's see.
There are two really good options here for you to destroy. I can give you a bit of meta as well. This card doesn't do anything in this matchup. You don't have any VMPs on the deck, so I can't steal anything.
Probably the one of those hijacks. This card. Yeah. Now get rid of the hijack. Yeah. The Force Sergeant Carbo.
Cabo Mangana.
Yeah.
Again, that's a good one. Because I was gonna use it to steal back my unit, but I have an alternative method which I'm gonna use.
Let's see, what else can I play? That's probably
just
it.
remember to remove the mod you just played.
Still have electrical, a food, a gear. Dang, missing one. Oh, I can play this. Oh, this could be it. This could be my answer. This could be it. All right. Oh wait, let me see if I want to attack.
You can't. And the
Oh, right. Okay, never mind then. Go ahead.
Okay. So my turn, so I'm just gonna flip my forces. Oops, not the better. Accidentally selected. All right. And then I will use my first leader ability and steal resource, but I can't steal a resource, so I will instead produce a generic. Then I will use my second leader ability, which is called Heist, and I can just take a control of specific territory in your legion and just put it on mine. And I will. Well, I'm just gonna take Darson because it has a bit more health. So I'm just gonna steal it. And it's now considered eliminated on your side, so you detect a moral hit, which is 5. And when I produce resources, I will get the resources from this territory. Also, if this territory would have lost health, since it enters new on my side of field, it would be healed full. So that's just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Not relevant now, but might be in some other game.
Okay.
All right, then I go to this, and this one flips, as you remember. It was earlier little steal from me, for me, and then I will produce resources and stuff here. So this one gets 1. There's no point for me to put in generics here anymore, so I'm gonna take power, double fuel. And now here's the fun part. Since I have your Dyson City, I'm actually gonna be producing 8 equipment resources. Since it's now my territory, I'm just gonna put these 2 here. And
dang. I gotta get to that leader.
Yeah, that was really good. And there is the card called Seize Deposit that also has the heist mechanic, so you can have like 2 things that constantly steal resources from opponent. It's really annoying. And then what I will play, really tempted to do this one. Really tempted to do this one, but let's first take back the the card you so ungraciously stole from me. So I'm just gonna play clever hijack. And I pay the power as a power, and change is change, and then replace 1 with 2. And so on. So how this mark is, I'm just gonna take this one back. But I would take the hit of moral now, but since I have no moral, it doesn't actually do anything to me.
All right.
So I got that one back. And then you remember I have a weather card in my hand, so I'm just gonna bounce your weather off, which means I am able to attack as long as it's not a soldier or army force, so navy units as well as a flyers can just go through, which is most of my cards. And then I will just play a face down like this. And let's see, I will leave this one and these two as blockers, and then I will attack. And let's see, my total damage is pretty nifty. So I just need to use these two to take out that one. And I'm thinking if I should take out one of your other things, but that's 160. 150 for them. So yeah, I'm just gonna take one of your Lorenzos out. That's exactly 160. I think I will survive with the Danis here.
Lorenzo.
Okay.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
And this one here. Well, it doesn't matter which one it is, but just
okay.
just one of them. This is exactly 160 damage. And it also has a moral cost penalty. So with those two combined, you are also 0 moral, and you're compromised to losing territories.
Okay.
The 0 moral matters because if you had any moral left, you would be able to use moral cards. But you don't have any morals, and that's gone. So this doesn't flip face down, just goes to discount. Okay, and it's your turn.
Alright, give me some good here. It's my last shot. Oh.
Have faith in your heart of the cards.
Alright, let's see what I can do with this guy.
Okay, Intel's up. You get 2 Intel at least. And it can attack since it's a stealth unit. That's true. A navy unit as well, so it goes to the weather effect I have on the field. But I'm not quite interlocked yet. So this one blocks your Rico from attacking, but the submarine can actually go through. Since I used my Ghostman to defend.
Okay.
And the other forces also.
You use those to attack. So who's your blockers? Who are your blockers?
My blockers are here, only the double Danis.
Oh.
So if you want to, you can slap my leader directly for 80 damage.
80. That's all I can do.
More or less, since Rico can't attack. You do get the, remember, you do get the resources, and you can use your leader ability if you want to get 1 intel more. Doesn't do much though. And,
that doesn't do much.
If you have something that you can play with 2 generics and 1 power, you can do it since you have that much production left.
But nothing really. But let me see though. Let me just check. Get the resources. I got 2 generic over there. You're gonna block my Rico? Rico can't do anything? 30?
Well, I could block if I wanted to, but the tsunami prevents soldier
right.
from attacking.
Okay, so only the sub. Only sub. So okay. 80. 2 shots will get there, but you're gonna kill me next turn. Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty close. Let's see what I can do to stop that one time. Okay. One time. I got 1 shot. Territory with no attachment. Do I have a blocker? Blocker dude? My buildings can use the block. But you can specify.
Only if it says so. Let's say there is a building called Card Tower as well as a laser anti-air defense.
Well, that's pretty good though. I got it to this part. I say, it wasn't a, I see we're pretty much winding down here. Yeah, I can't do anything. So let's at least take that 80 damage. So,
yeah, at least the first blood is yours.
We're good.
Literally.
Woof! We took some damage to the leader at least. but
Yeah.
yeah.
And then since
GG's.
this weather goes off, everything is able to attack, and I'm not gonna prolong the game. I'm just gonna hit you with everything I got
Yeah.
directly.
GG.
And the fun fact is,
Ooh.
since I have this one from you, I would only need to use this one to end the game because it has the end mechanic.
Send in the bot. Oh, the mosquito. Get the last bite
Mhm.
of that 10th hit, of course. Right.
It's yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun,
it's
dude.
really evil. I mean, think it. Hmm?
How should I kind of do that? Okay,
Okay,
that
glad you
sub did
liked it.
that. If I had that sub out there earlier, maybe. Then you probably block one turn, somehow make it through, maybe have another one. That's the kind of only way. Kind of see if I get my draw cards. How would I
There,
kind of? But it's kind of tough though. You got that
there are
big old thing. Yeah.
there are two major ways for you to win. Well, first one is to prevent me getting Kraken on the field,
Right.
and this one is key for it. That's one way. And the second one is that you actually do have. Just give me a moment. I'm just gonna put this here. It's gonna show something.
Yeah.
Just gonna do this so they are neatly in pile. I'm just gonna put them next to the resource pile here. You have these spy planes and submarines, especially these spy planes, by the way. The submarines are just okay. If you can get two of these on the field and just keep hammering the oceanoid platforms like constantly, dum, 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 you can get it down in like 3 turns. And with your leader ability, as well as at least a couple of the other cards, you might be able to compromise me before Kraken gets on the field or before I get enough defenses like landmines and other soldier units to defend. And as long as I do not get the bot fly off the field with the Seek effect, you just need to compromise me and you just can win at any point. Same with the Rico as well. Though the Danis do block Rico, so there's that. But Zeana is a bit on how this is small disadvantage on this matchup, but she has means to win it. You just need to know what you're doing and what order. Alternatively, you can also stall using the Haber defense barriers. Just keep attaching them to the Pons Resource Center, which is your highest Morgos territory. Which means it will take me a long time to compromise you as long as you don't put other targets like the resource silo on the field. So I can't get any additional moral damage to you from the territories. You can also use the hybrid defense barrier to protect me from the Lathabo's ability. And there's also the, let's see, I don't see them in the decks. Oh, wait, there's one. So, oh, you probably had 2 of the enhanced. Instead, you should be 3 of this. There's non-action turn treaty card. You could also find a situation where it's must for me to not decline this treaty or I'll be compromised
Wait.
just before I use the leader ability.
1 sec again. By attaching the hyper
Okay, sorry, I got
defense.
that speed roll.
Sorry. What if I attach the defense? My leader won't get compromised, right? Because if you can't destroy that territory, how are you gonna compromise?
Yeah,
your
you have
leader?
to take the defense barrier up. And if you look at my leader ability here, if I put it here, it says I have to take a control of a specific territory in a
Oh,
country.
so you just
Which means,
take
so
the
if you
thing.
have a building,
Oh, with
yeah.
attachment
So
on
the
it.
yeah, the building prevents me from specifying the territory
So you can
underneath,
attach
so
them,
I wouldn't
right?
be able to. And this one is also a good card here, especially for this ultimate.
So
Remember,
how are you gonna compromise my leader if you can't specify the territory to get rid of it?
I have to destroy the barriers first.
How do you destroy the barrier?
I attack it. It's a building.
But if you you can specify the barrier but not the building, so you have to attach another on
Yeah,
there.
but
Then
here's the fun thing.
160.
Let's say
I see.
let's say we are in this kind of situation. You have a hybrid defense barrier here, and then you attach a hybrid defense barrier here, and you have absolutely no forces. Let's just imagine it like this, and I got like this insane field here. Okay, pretty bad situation for you, right? And then let's say you got like let's say 9 moral. Okay, so okay, let's put it 8 more dreadful. So if I take bonds out, you're compromised. Okay. So now it's my battle phase. I have to assign forces. I cannot assign them to leader. You have 2 buildings. So I can assign them to buildings, or I can try to take out bonds. But I can't target bonds, so I have to assign it to a building. And since this one is assigned to the other building, I can't target that. So
only
if
on
these
there.
won't be here, only thing I can target is this one. So I assign my forces, la la la, it's gone, boom. My forces just attacked. I cannot assign them again. I have to wait next turn before I can target the second barrier.
Okay.
You see where this is going?
Right.
Yeah.
Barrier's gonna take a
So
while. Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be a while. And Zeana needs time. When she has
and
time, she
and
can
is there a
come to
way
work.
I can pull that barrier back somehow with a disc or something? Does it have a mechanism to pull it back and reattach it on there again? Let's see.
I don't
Does
think
it
you
have
have a
one?
card that can
No,
do
no.
that.
It has a draw card, but not from the discard pile.
If you played Volkov, he has the cycle ability that would
Right.
allow you to choose what card you return to hand. You can do that, and I think, well, not 100% certain of that, but there might be something on set 2 coming that allows you to do that.
That's cool.
I don't remember all the cards they spoiled, but I think there were a few that allow you to take cards back somehow.
Man, is there a Vector deck that we can play yet? I always think that would be a really nice combo too. I will still pit whoever Lathabo, whatever they're playing, then kind of like then play some.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. Yeah, just these 4 pairs, but Victor is, I'd say he's one of the leaders people underestimate most.
Really?
Because when you make your own deck, remember when you play that, make that blitz deck, there's the option to make that sideboard.
Yeah.
So Victor can use your sideboard leader's abilities. So if you wanted to make like the ultimate mill deck, you could put like a Volkov on the sideboard and play Victor. And your abilities would, instead of the Volkov's cycle ability, which forces opponent to take 1 card back to hand, discard 1 and draw 1, you would have an ability to force opponent to discard 2 cards. And then when you have a 5 point, then you just use the Volkov's ability to discard 25 cards from the arsenal.
Yeah,
so you get a combination of that, or combine it with Will and make an Intel-based deck, and just use the Will's ability to do damage based on
Wait,
cards.
can you team up Victor with somebody else like a 2v2 and use that your teammates' ability too?
They haven't said yet they will do that, do something like that, but I think it might be possible in future, because they said that the standard is designed to be played by multiple people if they want to. So I definitely think they will be doing 4-player matches at some point. Probably not first, so it's going to take a time before they do that. But I think this might be possibly the first game that you are going to see consistent tag battles in the future, but I'd say that's still at least 2 years off.
Cool.
But I think that will be coming.
You want another game? Take a little break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
I
try
have time.
Emperor. Yeah, let's go to the lobby. Try the Emperor one, the Ninja one.
All right, back to lobby then.
Back to lobby. Yeah, let me take a little break. Give my viewers here some little booster pack for watching this, and then we'll be.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna get some something to drink.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, this is so fun. Guys, are you getting here? Chat, are you getting a little bit? Man, just get down and play some, especially the chat. It's so awesome. All right, let's give you guys a little booster pack for hanging around.